Welcome back, most esteemed viewers, to another episode of Jekyllstein Gray Plays Spiritfarer. I might sound a little bit different to you. I got this new pair of headphones, that I tested them out, and I have a hard time telling, like, things with sound, judging audio quality, so I compared them, and they did sound a little bit different, but I couldn't tell if they sounded better, so, I could definitely, obviously do the bare minimum of understanding the phrases and all that. Any other... yeah. So, yeah. So let's continue this game. Oh yeah, and if you don't like the new format, or you like it and you want me to do it all the time, then let me know in the comments. Yeah, so let's see, what do we have to do again? It's actually been a while since I played this. This is one of those games where, like, I stopped playing and I was like, why did I stop? And then I don't know, but alright, so let's go to Hummingbird. Alrighty. Wait. Alright. So... hello. Aww. Alright, yeah, so... let's see. I actually kind of wanted to talk about... let's see. Alright, Story Couch 2.0. So I actually wanted to talk about my other great-grandparents that I remember. So I have, so I always thought, that was just kind of a thing, like everyone knew their great-grandparents. I was really wrong about that. So, I don't know, I think it'd be kind of interesting to talk about them. So one of my mom's dad's parents, were, let me see, my mom's dad's parents died before I was born. My mom's parents were, so my mom's mom's dad, he was the guy I talked about last week. His wife, my great-grandma, died, she died while Hummingbird was discovered. So she died while, when I was, 8. Actually, my only real solid memory about her is right after she had died. So, I don't really remember a lot about her. It's supposed to be my grandpa, who lived for a while after that, and who I do remember. So, alright, let's, put that discussion on hold. I will talk about, my dad's great-grandparents later. Like when we're back on the boat and stuff. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hey, I'm out here looking for the right house to start a family. My life sent me to find something that might fit our needs. A garden, maybe a pool. I'm not asking for much, I just can't decide. I know they can't help me, but it helps to say it out loud. I might stumble on the rarest of finds. Okay, I don't know is that just flavor text, or... huh. Whee! Okay. What is that? Okay, I got some carrot and turnip seeds. Hope no one needed those. That's always the thing that with these types of, oh, you just walk into this house and take stuff, or in the case of, let's say, For a completely random and not at all super famous example, Legend of Zelda and pots. It always is a bit weird, and Zelda kind of like has this. Ooh, nice. Zelda has this. You know, there's oftentimes in those games a character, like a super rich snob who will like make you pay 20 rubies if you break their stuff. It's interesting. You know, because it always frames people who don't want their stuff to be randomly broken as snobs. Whereas, like, no one has ever, like, no random person who you actually really like is ever like, dude, what the crap, what the fuck? Like, oh, let me guess, I'm a bit of psychic, you know, your name is Mary? Or Marguerite? It's Missy. Wait, no, Essie, don't tell me, it's, oh shoot, I'll get it someday. Yeah, whoa. Sun setting. Double jump. I need 2 things. I don't know what things those are. Oh, that doesn't to say. Yes? Oh, that doesn't say. Alright, I guess there's Attack of the Clones over here. Going home, don't follow me, please. I hate it when people know where I live. If you know my address, you'll tell people, then they'll tell people, listen, I just don't want junk mail. Yeah, none of us do, buddy. So, oh, hey, you're in town. Or is it someone else who's listening? Yeah, so it's all I'm browsing for some fiber. Thank you, I needed that. Food. Ups for fibers. Okay. Hungry. That's what I need. So, if they're on the journey for too long, do they get pessimistic about it, or just let's see. Step right up, potential prospect. Look, the Raccoon Inc. We've been servicing Hummingbird since forever. You've got the glims. I've got the goods. I've got all the wares to make you spend those hard-earned glims. Step right up. Alrighty, what do you got? Key for Hummingbird. Wow, 500,000 glims? I've only got 300. Let's see, lemon, corn, coffee. 7,500? What the hell? Rocks. Okay, guess I gotta get some glims. Boing. So this is the locked door I need the key for. Okay. It actually kind of has a little bit of a Parisian vibe, especially in the music. Yeah. Let's stop rattling my knob. Turnips and carrots. Turnips and carrots. Werewolf bar mitzvah. Spooky scary. Boys turn into men. Men turn into wolves. Like, yeah, like and subscribe if you got that reference. Simply adore your hat. Our local shop, Raccoon Inc. It only carries garbage wares. Seeds, logs, rock, all useless items. I need a hat like yours. So, was Raccoon Inc. a Tom Nook reference? Or not? I mean, because Tom Nook is I think he's technically a Tanuki, or at least in the Japanese version. I'm not 100% sure, but he definitely looks like a raccoon, and the asshole shop owner certainly does fit Tom Nook's description. Yeah, I hope my next game will be ready through. I crunched the data and spent 5 nights theory crafting. Clearly, if you take heavy weapon proficiency, the mountain gnome raise this nifty synergy with level 3 rogue ability Eviscerate. It's for sure a bit weird, but hey, 5d20 and auto crit on prone can't be defeated, am I right? Oh man. I've honestly kind of never been interested in that kind of game development. I don't like micromanaging systems. I like games like this, with stories and characters and interesting worlds, and ridiculously exorbitant shopkeepers. Alrighty, guess we're gonna go get some glims. Okay, so I just found out you can also move with the arrow keys. That's nice. I can definitely see why like first-person shooters don't use don't use arrow keys. But I also wish stuff like this would at least give me the option to play with the arrow keys, because it just feels like more intuitive. Alright, back to the boat. Back to the boat. Yeah, I get it. Oh man, what if I ring the bell at night? I'll do that maybe another time. Yeah, so let's get back onto the story couch. Wrong place. Alrighty, story couch. Sorry, you don't mind, do you? Yeah, whatever. I was talking, by the way, to this person, not you, audience. But if you want me to stop, let me know, and I'll stop. But so anyway, so one of my dad's parents died like soon after I was born. Like I was like really young when they died. And my mom's so my dad's mom's parents, though, I actually have gotten to know. And there was a funny story. So last year, a little over a year ago, I'm like me and my dad and my sister were out visiting them in Redding, California, and they were, we had gotten there before them, and we were just kind of like waiting for them to be waiting. We were just kind of like waiting for them to show up, and I noticed a Hillary Clinton book on my great-grandpa's shelf, and I'm like, hey Dad, I asked my dad, like, there's a Hillary Clinton book on this guy's shelf, and my dad's like, oh yeah, your great-grandpa's a Democrat, and I'm like, wait, my straight white cis male Mormon 90-year-old great-grandpa is a Democrat? That's kind of awesome, and obviously he was a very old school, I think our dad described him as an old school Union Democrat, which is certainly better than like these neoliberal things, but it's also not like super leftist. But then again, if I only was friends with other anarchists, I would like have no friends. Yeah, so what else was I gonna say? So yeah, he also had a not quite as interesting of a story. He was a paratrooper in at the end of the Second World War, but he didn't get any he didn't see any combat, but he did get GI Bill benefits. He had a lot of, he worked for, like, I used to think it was the EPA, but it wasn't. It was, like, some other thing. It was like California's local water and fishery administration, and, yeah, and so we went and met and saw him, and my great-grandma, who's actually kind of basically like lost all her memory, which was weird, but not as bad as I was expecting. Not as sad, at least for me. It's probably different for, like, my dad, because my great-grandma, like, I haven't seen her a lot, over the years, but I did, so that was a bit weird and hard, but also not as bad as I was expecting it to be. So, and I was talking with my great-grandpa earlier, and this is actually going to get pretty, sad and stuff, and he's still going strong. He's like 92 or something, like, he didn't stop being, like, a scoutmaster until he was, like, 80. So he's got life left in him still, but he was talking to me about how, like, like, all his friends are dead, basically, like, and, and he's outliving them all, and I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I have, like, no idea what to say to him, like, what do you say? I mean, I'm 19, I'm, like, barely an adult, I have no idea what it's like to feel like he does. So I was just kind of like, yeah, I just told him that. I was like, yeah, I don't know what it's like to feel like you do, but yeah, and he said something along the lines of, like, no one wants to listen to what an old man has to say, and honestly, if he was like my great grandpa, my great grandpa, Grapes, I would have been like, yeah, that's probably because he's something racist, but I'm sure, my grandpa Barnes also has, some backwards views, but he's definitely not as bad about them as my grandpa Graves. And I haven't, as far as I can remember, I have not heard him say anything racist or overtly, like, misogynistic or anything. That's not to say they hasn't said it, but I also haven't heard anything, so, yeah. He also, oh yeah, this last trip, I talked to him, and he was like, he asked me what I wanted to do, and I was like, oh, I want to be, like, a video game developer, and he was like, oh man, I always wish that they could have, like, hunting games, and I was like, like, if you had, like, a virtual gun that could shoot, like, you could virtually hunt, and I was thinking to myself, like, do I tell him that those actually exist, or do I not? And in the end, I just didn't, because, I don't know, I didn't want to embarrass him or anything. Yeah. It's too dark to navigate now. Man, the stars are beautiful in this game. I mentioned this in, I think it was the last store video that I just recorded. Wow, okay. What's this? So we got a storm here, and we got Barkensheim Creek. Alright, but before we do that, we gotta get some food. So let's go over here. Yeah, so thank you for indulging me in this story time. I don't know. I feel like I think it's important, or it's important to me to talk about this, and I don't know, it's kind of on my mind. So, also in a game about death and moving on and stuff, I kind of, yeah. So, thank you for listening and gotten this far. And if you haven't, can't really blame you. Yeah, so... Yeah, oh yeah, so anyway, I mentioned, I don't know how I got off this topic, but I mentioned, I think it was in the last store video that you recorded yesterday, which should be out, first week of October, because Halloween, but I mentioned, like, a lot of my favorite moments in media, what do you need? These are wasn't really a fire, but I would have minded not had just to warm me up. Oh man, she's I know, I want to get, starving. God damn. So the, is there anything else I can feed her? So yeah, you know, I mentioned like a lot of my favorite moments in media have something to do with stargazing. The best scene in all of To the Moon, which, you know, if you play To the Moon, you know what I'm talking about. The scene with Angus and May in Night in the Woods, where he's like, I believe in a universe that doesn't care and people that do, all that jazz. What the? Okay. Oh, do I have to get off the boat? Nice! Coffee bean seed. Alright. Oh! We can die. Oh, it's like Wind Waker. I'm probably going to be saying that a lot. I actually haven't played very much of Wind Waker. But yeah. So, we got coffee beans. And... well, coffee bean seeds. Something else I'm missing. Alright. Yeah, so, what else was I going to say? See if we can get anything else. Yeah, so, yeah, to say, oh yeah, stargazing. So the best scene in To the Moon, the scene with May and Angus on top of the hill in Night in the Woods, all those scenes, and I was wondering like why those meant so much to me, and why stargazing. I love the stargazing, and I think it's I think it's because stargazing is such a human activity. You know, it's something that, you know, we went and saw the comet earlier this year, and I was like, so we went and saw the comet earlier, and I was like, oh, crates. I don't need treasures, I need food. Let's see, how do let's go back to the, here, actually, so we went and saw the comet, and we brought our dog with us, and our dog could not care less about the, could not care less about the, let's go over here, our dog could not care less about what was actually, what's this? Anyway, our dog couldn't care less about what we were, oh, that was where, yeah, our dog couldn't care less about the stars, you know, because I think it's such a human thing to, like, look up and wonder about that. You know what? Screw it, let's go there. Meanwhile, I will try and figure out if I can use these coffee beans. Build garden. I need lightning in a bottle? What the hell is lightning in a bottle? How do I get it? I have a kitchen. Oh. Well, I can build a field. That's good. Oh, I can build vertically, too. That's cool. Field, yes. Yeah, so... Ha, it's better looking than I thought. There's a little je ne sais quoi to it. Simple but elegant. Now all I have to do is plant field seeds in there. Seeds can grow only in their respective places. Garden seeds are growing in the field. You know me, I would kill a plastic cactus, so don't take my word on it. Yeah, honestly, me too, lady. Me too. Anyway, there's only one place in the world we can possibly find what we need. Theodore specializes in seeds, chips, hummingbird. Yeah, I've already been there. Theodore and his brothers are the founders of Raccoon Inc., a shady retail franchise with various moral values. Yes, this world has a serious problem with dubious business practices. Yeah. Alright. I guess we're going back there. Okay. Yeah, I think I messed up. So, change of course. Yeah. So, yeah, so there's just something so human about stargazing and wondering, well, looking up rather than looking for a meal. And wondering what the wondering about our place in the universe and all that. And so you can get there's a lot of great humanistic moments. I'm a pretty big humanist. In story, stargazing, or maybe it's just a coincidence. Who knows? Anyways, and I just brought that up because when I was talking about my grandparents, I thought the stars were really beautiful. But I also didn't really want to interrupt myself to mention that. You can look at the shrine, Stella. It's simply stunning. Some objects in this world are meant to resonate with the Spiritfarer and the Everlight. I've heard this monument has the power to enhance the Everlight's abilities. 2 slots on it need to be filled up. The Fairly certain you can use ovals to activate it. To get ovals, you need to welcome more spirits on your ship. I'm sure you'll find more lessons than me. Yeah, so I can't read what that says because, again, recording apparatus. My dad keeps telling me to get OBS, I think is what it's called, and every time I, still never go crazy, never get his face, especially the shiny lens, and I keep, like, saying I'm gonna do it, and then not doing it, What was that? Those prices are out of control. Thank you! Let him get away with this. Are you ready to see me obliterate this merchant? You're goddamn right I am! Theodore, I know what you're doing here, and you should be ashamed of yourself, you trash panda! People like you are the reason we have middle fingers! What? Madam, what's the meaning of this? My friend here is the new Spiritfarer, but she's not a newbie, and neither am I. This little scam of yours won't work on us. But I can assure you my business practices are quite above board. Okay, this guy's definitely a Tom Nook figure. Be warned, you treacherous striped weasel. I won't tolerate this behavior one more second. No more shenanigans, no more double crosses, just fair prices. So stop being dishonest at once. And next time I see you, I'll try being nicer. You start being smarter. Got it? But yes, of course. I promise you I'll adjust my prices. I beg you, please don't scold me anymore. Even give you a discount. Man, if only you could talk. Hey you, yes you, your friend really gave that merchant some hell. You really look like you could join the upstairs group. You want to come up, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty boring being up here, great being up here. Yeah, all the best people come up here. Don't get too excited though. Some idiot broke the ladder. You have to be able to jump inhumanly high to make it. I guess you could also use the key to that house. If some other idiot lost the key. Well, anyway, see you. Upstairs crew forever. Woo! Upstairs, downstairs, Downton Abbey. Alright. That is much better. I still don't have enough money, but... So that's a garden thing. Turnips. Okay. Alrighty. I love that. That noise he makes. We've got everything you need. I'll take my leave. Feel free to stay here as long as you want. I'll meet you on the pier. Alright, now let's go onto the pier. Man, look at these stars. They're gorgeous. There's so many of them. No light pollution. Yeah, alright. Good day to you. Hey, dear lady. How did I beat you here? Ah, whatever. Hop on board. Let's hug, at least. I do like how you can hug and just, like, make people feel better. It's neat. It's nice. Good. Good. I mean, it's kind of an embodiment of this game's values, which we need more games about hugs. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna tell it like it is. So at least, yeah, I need to get her some food. Food. Also, is it because it's morning? Is it because it's nighttime that I can't get back to the ship? And if so, is there any way to make it advance to daytime? Hey, you! Stroll day keeps the doctor away, which reminds me, I haven't been to the doctor in forever. Oh no. Why do I think about health all of a sudden? Am I suddenly starting to feel, well, I'm not sick, I am okay. I actually do have moments like that of like, am I sick? Am I sick? And it's all, the answer is always, no, you're fine. Yeah, I hope my next, oh yeah, it's you. I'm honestly kind of burned out with meta jokes. Stop rattling my knob. Good day to yeah, I'm always, losing this. I just completely forgot what I was talking about. Yeah. Anyway. Boing, boing, boing. Good day to you. So these guys all ghosts? How? Oh. You guys had to press enter. Whoops. Your dark navigate. Alright. First we gotta plant some shit. In the garden. This feels like Mutazione. Which I have to play. I need to finish it first, because I think I'm almost done-ish. Water time. Corn. And linen. Watering. Alrighty. Now we can go to bed. And then... Wait, what? No. No. Alright, oh, it's not a door. Alrighty. Sleeping time. Yes. Morning. Aw, so cute. And I like the cat. The cat's adorbs. I actually am kind of interested in seeing what the multiplayer in this game is like. Yeah, it's funny to think that the first episode I did, I was like, oh no, is there any, like, the first episode I did, I was like, no, are there any, do I have to do multiplayer? I, like, specifically bought this game for this channel, and, I was like, eh. Alright, let's see. Where should we go now? Well, before we do that, let's, check on plants. Hope I don't kill the plants with this water. Oh yeah, so I need to finish with Tatsione. I think I'm like too far in that I don't really want to like justify. I don't think like I can justify starting over. But also, get out here. Do you want poached fruit now? But you're like literally starving, I think. Yeah, it says you're starving. That's your state. Alright. Looks great. Way ahead of me, Stella. Your thumb is as green as your hat. Wait, her hat's not green though. It's like teal or aqua. Boat will soon become a cozy floating farm. Don't forget you'll probably have to water the plants once in a while. Don't ask my word for it though. My gardening knowledge is as limited as my father's empathy. Oof. I have to find better mentors than me, which reminds me. I believe it's time for you to find new people. Not that I don't love the idea to choose those cruising the oceans. You are the Spiritfarer. The Spiritfarers find spirits. And yes, help them fulfill their last wishes, or every Monday they can be, oh my god, last wishes. It's like To the Moon. Which I really need to play. I also need to play that game that I got 10% off on for owning To the Moon, which I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But it's new, and I heard it's good. The place not far from here, someone might be able to need your help, and I bet you like this one, if that's who I think it is. Go, let's sail. Alright, wait, no. Ah! I always forget. This is gonna put some... what's the tab? There we go. More the merrier. Barkensheim Creek. That's where I want to go, because I've been to Hummingberg twice in this episode. Upgrades, shenanigans. Aw, the shenanigans aren't super interesting. Let's see. Hopefully this storm will not be as bad as it looks like it might be. Well, let us see. Quick. I just couldn't explain it at first. When they hit me, I'm starving. Yeah. Look, your food's growing, okay? It's not my fault you're so picky. I have this for you. And I get that you don't like eating your stuff twice, but it's all we've got. Green. I'm actually really hungry. Yeah, you can have it. Ooh. I bless the rain down in Castamere. Oh yeah, I said I was going to talk about that, wasn't I? Storm. So yeah, I was thinking, to explain what I just said, there was a great Twitter account by a fellow autistic person, and their Twitter name is I Bless the Rain Down in Castamere, which is great. It's a great name. So we spoke, and so we spoke, that Lord of Castamere But now the rains we pour is home, with nowhere to hear. Yes, now the rains we pour is home, and not a soul to hear. Did you hear that? The sound of HBO's copyright lawyers all getting together and deciding to sue me. God, I hope not. It's plausible. Alright, Maple. So it's interesting because I can use these I can use the arrow keys, which I'm actually using right now. See? Well, you can't see, but oh, whoa, that's a weird animation thing. Anyway, for pretty much everything, you know, I could use it for. I'm using it for this this tree. But I uh-oh, don't hurt yourself. I was wondering if it was gonna acknowledge that. But okay, actually, this is what I was talking about. I can't. Oh, actually, never mind. I can actually press down. And, okay, so I guess it's basically WASD. And he's like, "You found it. I just need to find a tissue or something. I don't want to get." I feel like I was supposed to talk to him before I got the lemon for him. Yep. Yes. We're on the boat. Good. Join me. Join me. Together we shall defeat the Emperor and rule the galaxy as captain and passenger. Be your favorite new passenger. Just you wait. Just you wait. Just you wait. Oh, I really need to talk about Hamilton at some point. I have thoughts. Oh wow, this boat is amazing. Here comes the real kick here, little rascal. Get ready for a family reunion. Family reunion. Oh, this is gonna be a cat? Whoa, that is actually kind of bright. Oh, a frog? It's me, Stella, your uncle, Atul. Happily, I accidentally skipped through what he said before that. I've been on that island for a while now. I can't wait to see the sights, the sea with you. It's lonely with my thoughts. Now I got you, Sprout. Let's set sail for a great adventure onwards. Wait a second. Is that a... Wait, what? Okay, I love that frog hopping noise and sound. I knew it! That's a Seamaster 2000! I've actually never seen it in action. I've only heard the rumors. Apparently you can catch the biggest and brightest fish out there. Wow, Stella. You sure how to treat yourself. Wait a darn second. You're missing a few bolts. Let me guess. You've been fishing out mostly garbage. Well, not anymore. You'll see the difference immediately. You'll give it a go for a fan. Alrighty. Fishing, 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 fishing. Hold E. Aww. Okay, I guess enter also can be real. Oh, okay. That would have been nice to know the first time, but whatever. Ah, Squiddy! Great job, Sprout. They never stood a chance. You sure don't mess around. That's what makes you a pro. All this ace level fishing has gotten me all routed up. Which reminds me, I had this shiny thing in my pocket. I have no idea what it really does. Maybe you can hold on to it. For safekeeping, I suppose. Oh, brother. I need to take a breather. Oh, and by the way, you might be curious and might have already tried, but yes, the water is very salty. Yeah, it's the ocean. Salt water is kind of, thing. Well, I'll take go and take a look around. I don't know if that's a typo or if that was intentional. You can fish your heart's content if you want. Sweet, I got another oboe. So, oh, look at that. You got 2 oboes. Remember that? Yeah, I know. Remember that shrine in Hummingbird? I'll try and add something there. Lucky I might do something amazing. If not, you'll have wasted your time. You should go see. Alright, so what I should probably wrap this up soon. This is actually the longest of the Spiritfarer videos I've done. And woo! Let's see. We got some crates, and we got some jellyfish or green holiday. Alright, well, let's go back to Hummingbird. Oh, gotta water some plants. Water. Is there anything I can cook right now? Oh, I get it. It's like going behind the fence when I like going in the door. Let's see. Jinka. Yeah, I can cook that. So that's good. So, quick, come here. This is what I call a storm. Any respectable person would never let their friend get hit by lightning, but I think you should try. You have the Everlight, it'll protect you. Lightning bolts will cast sparkles when they're about to hit. Rush towards those. I almost forgot you. Have you got any empty bottles? You're right. Yeah, isn't that bananas? This world, lightning and bottles are a pretty handy resource. Come here quick. That's our bottles for you. Don't really use them by yours, so thrill your life. Okay. Lightning. Go down. Ah. Nice. Oh man, this is actually really neat. This is exhilarating. Where's that one? Oh, there it is. Ah. Oh, sorry, cat. Where I tried to get hit by lightning. Wow. So even after... Dang, that was actually surprisingly fun. Actually, you know what? This is probably where I'm going to call it for the day. Because I started this episode thinking like, oh, how the hell am I going to get lightning in a bottle? And then I got lightning in a bottle. So, this is an excellent, full circle closure, whatever you want to call it. Let's make sure I can get this guy. So, you're going to make it for a second here. You gave your old uncle quite a scare. Did you feel that rumble? What a rush. You look pretty awesome catching this jolt of lightning. Thanks for being the best captain I could ever have hoped for. So that's another thing about, I mentioned that Stella is actually, pretty expressive, especially when you compare to, your Lynx and Samuses and Doomguys of the world. You have, vague character traits. Stella's got, a past and a backstory and, a character, that's implied by, her expression. So, yeah. Let's just get to Hummingbird, and then we will call it. So, thank you all for watching. It means a lot to me that you stick with me for this long if you've done so. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, Share this video with any friends who you love or hate, depending on what you think of my content. And aw, I can hug the cat. Okay, that made my day. All right. I will talk to you guys all later. This game's really awesome. You guys should go pick it up. Even though I'm a pedantic nitpicker. Alrighty. So I will see you guys. Oh, okay. Save and quit, actually. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!